Hi, this is Malcolm Travers. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Mail Media Mind, and this is my editor's note for November 28th, 2015. Just wanted to thank everybody who joined us for the entertainment hangout. This past Friday, we had Ali, Jeff, Mark, and Jose who joined us. Mark is actually hosting it, but it being Thanksgiving weekend, he had family over, and I actually had to start the hangout myself in case he had to unexpectedly leave. You know how family can be. uh, they deserve your attention, and so he might have had to leave mid hangout, and I wanted to be able to continue on with, if he had to go. But he was able to host the entire hangout. We had a pretty good discussion about Jessica Jones and some of the other things that have come up in the past week. Just also wanted to give everyone a heads up. We were going to do a special hangout this Sunday, but it being Thanksgiving weekend, we're postponing it till December 13th. We're going to have a special discussion about the diversity in the bear community with the president of World Bear Media, hoping to have Tony Banks and Ali Lopez as special guests as well. Also, I wanted to talk about the holiday blues. Lonnie posted last week, and we actually discussed it. I'm going to leave a clip here for everybody to look at. But, talking about the holiday blues, where, if you don't have anyone for the holidays, or maybe it's just one of those times of year that you're trying to avoid conflicts and you're shoved into uh, conflict heavy situations. I know that I've been there. I'm sure that others have. Just coming off the ends of a Thanksgiving weekend. Maybe you would like to share some of your Thanksgiving stories. I know people have been enjoying the hashtag Thanksgiving with Black Families memes, and a lot of those ring true. A lot of those are funny because they ring so true with everyone. And so part of it I would like to do is open up discussion to everyone out there who might have had some funny stories, maybe not so funny Thanksgiving stories they'd like to share in our comments. Just post it down there. Tag people. That helps if you want to specifically talk about some experiences you've had with family members or friends. And I'm going to share this little clip from our past hangout where Lonnie was talking about his experiences. He was planning on going to visit his father for the first time in a long time. As it turns out, he ended up doing something different, and he's going to post a follow-up video about that. But just the prospect of spending time with family. And we also talked with Xavier about some of the issues that come up around the holidays. So here's that discussion we had.
Just basically because I grew up as Joe's Witness, so I really never celebrate the holidays. However, on my dad's side of the family, because my mother and father was not married, so on my dad's side of the family, when I would go visit him with his family, they would celebrate the holidays. And I was so unaccustomed to celebrating the holidays that I just looked at everybody like, okay, this is some Cosby Show type of shit right now. Like, people really do this. So when I moved up here to Atlanta back in 2005, the holiday times come around. I'm by myself really because I don't celebrate the holidays. I wasn't going back home because we don't celebrate the holidays on my mother's side. On my dad's side, they never invite me to come over for the holidays. So it's just like, okay, well, I just work because I work in the hotel industry. So I would just always work, get the overtime and everything. During that whole time frame, the holidays make you focus on family. They push family in your face. They push being loved and acceptance during this time frame. But when you don't have nobody around you and people don't extend to you, hey, come with me for Thanksgiving dinner, because I have friends who've never invited me to their home for Thanksgiving dinner. So it's just like we're supposed to be friends, but you never invited me home for Thanksgiving dinner. So I had to realize that sometimes there's different levels to friendships. So maybe I'm just not that close to people for them to invite me home for the holidays. But honestly speaking, from that person I used to be 2 years ago, it is a very hurtful feeling to be at home on Thanksgiving Day, to be at home on Christmas Day, and nobody, even your friends, don't even invite you to their home for the holidays. That really, I do apologize for my voice is starting to get a little shaky. It is truly a hurtful feeling. So this year was going to be the year that I was going to try to do something to say, hey guys, let's meet up at a certain place for the holiday, but due to the fact that I might be going home, I didn't decide. I didn't do it. But it is definitely a hurtful thing to not have a place to go during the holidays.
Uh, for actually at work right now, that's kind of the area that I'm dealing with most of my clients on right now, is preparing them to deal with the stresses of the holidays. For the average functioning individual, the stresses that you deal with the holidays is the stress of being able to get everything cooked and getting everything ready, so that you can make sure everybody had a good Christmas, good Thanksgiving. That's a general normative. However, there's another population out there that has completely different concerns. If you are a substance abuser, then the holidays are particularly stressful for you, because if you're trying to stay clean and sober, everybody is drinking. There's a plethora of time and availability to go out because you're off work a lot of times, to go out and engage in substances. If you don't have a very large network of supporters or individuals who celebrate the holidays with you, then you find yourself, really lonely. And so this time through, maybe the other half, all the way through past Valentine's Day, you
Yeah.
do see an increase in suicidality and depression as a result, because these all supposedly function on the notion of this is a time for love and gathering and yada yada yada, and you
Yeah.
start to feel and notice these things are missing out of your life when the holidays happen. When you don't have anywhere to go for the holidays, and that's all you see on TV, that's all anyone's talking about. Everybody is doing something because they want to be closer to the next person, and that's not happening for you. Then yeah, it begins to work on your mental well-being, your mental state.
Nate James says on the Q&A, he says, "I am getting my heart and mind ready for family and church members, asking, so when are you going to settle down? Sigh. Most of my immediate family know and are very accepting, but the extended family are always trying to hook you up with someone."
Right.
And
The
that's
thing
another
about
thing.
Go ahead.
No, that's another thing. He's right. You got folks coming in like, I know this girl at church who sit there, and I'm like, of course she at church and everything. Like, because I'm
Yeah.
out there hoeing in the street and have like 5, 6 babies, I must be a church going dude. I'm like, no, no.
Yeah.
I just do my dirt in the no. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
I
was gonna
think.
say like that people are like for Thanksgiving, it's tough. Like especially like I mean when you said the holidays, it's really to kick off to the holiday season with Thanksgiving being this week, and for some reason it causes like what Xavier was say. I'm just gonna like jump on and say it causes a lot of stress for people because people have these expectations, and if you think about it, tr- Thanksgiving is a traditional holiday. Like people a lot of times they get into these like we have to do it this way, we have to do it this way, and so when you're gay you don't fit into most traditions. So it's you're gonna kind of be an anomaly, especially if you bring home another guy in a lot of families or whatever. But in this, when you're gay, when you live with gay people, you have to remember that family is not just who you're genetically connected to. Blood is not the only family you have.
Yeah.
Remember that family is who you make to be your family. And so in this time of Thanksgiving, I mean um you shouldn't be lonely. Like you should make sure that you find some other people that may not be as close to their family. And I mean, I've been invited. I'll give a shout out to somebody that has invited me out because he's having people over. And I was saying like I'm actually I'm blessed that my family is accepting of Patrick and I. Like we'll go over to his mom's for the first part of the day, and then we'll go to my aunt's for the other part of the day. And they're both accepting of both of us. But there are going to be plenty of people out here that their family don't want to have anything to do with them or their partner, and they need somebody to cultivate feelings of love and kinship and family, and make sure that nobody don't be lonely. Find some other people out here that may not be with their family for Thanksgiving, and make your own family.
Yeah. So we have the hangout every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. I'd love if you would join us. We also post the M3 Bear Essentials, which are edited versions of our hangouts that are topic specific, and we try to include additional information in those videos and to spark a new discussion based on some of those topics. So uh, that is something that we like to do. So that's my editor's note. Please, if you have any questions or comments, inbox me or email me at bigmouth2@gmail.com. To email Mail Media Mind, you can do it from mailmediamind.com, where you can click on the Contact Us button, or you can email Mail Media Mind at info@mailmediamind.com. And thank you for your input, and thank you for being a part of the Mail Media Mind.